Hey guys, it's Amanda Timms with the Daily News. We've got law enforcement coming up and doing the press conference this afternoon for updates on missing Mariah Woods.
Good afternoon. Lots of cameras, and the sun is directly in my eyes.
I had nothing to do with it, Sheriff.
Let me, well, something that can make a lot of difference because,
Step up, please, Sheriff. Forward.
yeah. Sound test, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody check?
Yep.
Okay, we do have a prepared statement, and I'm going to hold this a certain way because of the shadow from the sun. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here, and thank you for keeping the people informed. My name is Hans Miller. I'm the Sheriff of Onslow County, North Carolina. I'm joined with Supervisory Senior Resident Agent Stanley Metter from the Federal Bureau of Investigation and Naval Criminal Investigative Service Special Agent in Charge, Drew Goodrich. I and we want to give you an update on our efforts to find 3-year-old Mariah Woods. We are now in the 3rd day of an intensive search for this precious little girl. Let me give you an idea of the massive effort that is going into this search. We have searched hundreds of acres of Onslow County by foot, by air, and with dogs, canines. Agents and investigators with more than 14 local, state, and federal agencies have also conducted nearly 100 interviews and have followed more than 140 leads. More than 140 leads. Right now, more than 225 investigators, agents, and other law enforcement employees are working around the clock with our one goal in mind. That goal is to find Mariah and bring her back home. That is our goal, and that is our continuing goal. And we want to bring her home safely. Many of those leads were generated from tips provided by the community, and we appreciate citizens for providing those tips for us. That includes the surveillance images we released overnight. Now, let me address that. As we announced earlier today, the woman and child in the photos are not related to this investigation and to the search for Mariah. Because of your help, and I'm talking about the citizens' help, we were able to quickly determine that they were not related to our search. We are grateful to our community for all the information that our citizens are providing and sharing with us, and for your prayers for this little girl, Mariah. We know many citizens want to help, and we appreciate citizens for wanting to help. So right now, we're asking that citizens, all of you, people of this community, search the areas that they're familiar with around their own homes, where they live, where they are very familiar with the area, for any clues that helps us find Mariah. If you have a shed, a barn, a wooded area, go take a look. And call us immediately if you see something that's out of the ordinary. Because citizens know what fits and what doesn't fit. So if something doesn't fit, something's out of the ordinary, give us a call so we can check it out. No piece of information is too small or insignificant. Everything is important for us to check out. We are still asking anyone that came into contact with members of Mariah's immediate family on Sunday, November 26th, and Monday, November 27th, both days, to contact the Onslow County Sheriff's Office at area code 910-455-3113 That number again is area code 910-455-3113. We are glad to answer any questions for you. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, we'll be glad to answer them for you. Like that, it's always good to have EMS available, just in case, because I think safety of our officers, our agents, is very important. So we want to make sure that we have EMS on scene. Now, any particulars about what we found and what we did not find, that's going to be close hold. We're not releasing it to the public at this point.
On day 3 of the investigation, does anything change in what you're doing to try to find Mariah?
Yeah. Well, we are still continuing to do a very active search. And all of us, as leaders of our individual agencies, we work together as a team. And if you take a look at the amount of agencies that are involved, this has been phenomenal. I've been very pleased with agencies from the federal, state, local, and other counties actually assisting us, particularly with providing resources. We have resources from New Hanover County, we have resources from other counties. Wayne County provided a tracking dog, and we just appreciate the sheriff's offices, police agencies, and other investigative agencies to work together on this, because our goal is to bring Mariah back.
Sheriff, could you take a step closer to the microphones, please, and tell us about the adults in Mariah's life, her biological parents, her mom's boyfriend. Are they cooperating with investigators?
We have interviewed, and they've provided information to us, and obviously, we see no. Well, let me put it this way: we've talked to them; they talk to us.
Where are they right now? Are they being? Are they at the sheriff's office?
Well, I don't know where they are.
Sheriff, a quick question for you. What about other parents in this community? Is there cause for concern, or are you treating this as an isolated incident?
We believe that this is a focused incident at this point. We do not believe that there is a need to put a danger warning out at this point. We believe it was focused. However, speaking of parents, I think it's very important for all parents to be very much in touch with their children, spend a lot of time with them, and just supervise them and be with them.
And when you say focus, that means there's a possibility that they could have known, whoever has Mariah, may know her.
Well, the focal point is Mariah.
I think one thing that's important to know, just to, if I could refer back to the question over here, is that one of the resources that the FBI brings to bear in an investigation like this is victim witness services. Those are services that we bring in to work with the family through these situations. It is extremely stressful, as all of us could imagine. So we do have those resources that are fully engaged, that are continuing to stay in contact and provide those necessary resources. To follow back up on your question earlier, what has changed today? We are asking in this at this time, specifically for members of this community, to please take an opportunity and search your own properties in the Verona Southwest area for anything that you may see out of the ordinary, and please contact the Sheriff's Office with anything that you may locate. And if you do, allow us time to have a deputy or agent respond to the location to follow area. It is fair to say we want to encompass all portions of this area. It's rural, it's going to include wooded, forest, and barn shed areas, any outbuilding structures that are on respective properties. Please take an opportunity to search, look through those areas as well.
What are the chances that she's still alive?
At this point, priority number one is to find Mariah, and we are taking every lead seriously. I think as evidenced last night, we had valuable information that was provided by members of the community. The community stepped up to help. The moment we received that information and evaluated it, we disseminated it to the public via your help. received numerous responses, and we're able to vet that information and determine that it was not Mariah. So we're continuing to follow up on those leads as they come in. And as evidenced, you're seeing what we are doing in the woods. You're seeing a search. But what you're not seeing is behind the scenes. We have hundreds of investigators that are assigned and deployed supporting this investigation. And what they're working on is sensitive information to help us find Mariah. It would not be appropriate for us to divulge exactly what every entity is doing, because it's just not what, it would not help us further our efforts at this time.
Last question.
Are there any adults in her life suspects in this disappearance?
At this time, we are continuing interviews. As the sheriff mentioned, we have conducted well over 100 interviews. We continue to follow up on those tips as they come in. And again, we are specifically asking for anyone who had contact with the family on Sunday or Monday to please call the sheriff's office and provide that information, and give us an opportunity to follow up.
Do you believe a crime was committed in this?
We're going to have an additional press conference later. We haven't decided what time that's going to be yet. We'll notify you guys. From then on, any contact will be specific to the PIO of the FBI. If you guys need my information, let me know. And also on the Sheriff's Office Facebook page.
One more thing.
Thank you guys.
Can we just do a public search?
So that's really not helpful right now for us. We do have specific and targeted searches that we're doing with experts in this field, and that could actually endanger what we're doing to try to find
area in the room out there.
Right, so we're doing that, and that might actually be a deterrent. You can help search your own area.
I just wanted to ask the family, are they cooperating with the investigation? The family, are they helping?
We're talking to them, they talk to us.
Well, you're emphasizing to the immediate family, if you've had contact Sunday or Monday, to call. Why is there an emphasis on the immediate family? Are they the focus here?
Because we were trying to put together a specific timeline for when she was last seen. It's very crucial for us to have that information, and that's how getting information from the public.
Was there any sign of a search dog or any type of fall on the trail?
Thank you, guys.
We haven't scheduled that yet, but I'll